So we'll cut in and should we say action?
Love it.
Okay. Action.
Welcome to Lounging with Libras.
I'm Destiny.
I am Megan, and we are your hosts for this magical journey that we are about to go on.
For sure. So tonight we are catching the supermoon, the blue moon, right?
The blue moon.
It is the blue moon of August. So I did see on Facebook and I shared this conjunction because I'm like never up with them.
Love.
So I have to keep track. Give me 1 second.
Absolutely. And we're so glad that you're here. Our second episode. Well, I guess technically our first, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
so, yeah, we don't. But, however, last full moon was our first recording, which you will see.
Yes,
we
you
haven't
will.
Aired it yet.
Exactly.
We're
It's
testing
still...
this out. We're not even sure where we're going, how we look, and how we're finna sound. So
we're figuring it out as we go along. So
give us some time.
Come along with us.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
All right. So it says the universe is saying to you, today. Well, let's not go with today. Let's go with the whole boom. What are you feeling for this upcoming?
I am feeling powerful.
Okay.
I'm feeling powerful.
That's perfect. That's what we need.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna go with powerful too, but I'm also gonna go with I feel like it's time. It's time to like turn the dial up.
Yes, absolutely.
So absolutely, I feel like powerful when you say that. I am walking into some real good power right now.
Good.
Definitely.
Good. Absolutely, me too. Like, I have been manifesting up a storm, baby.
She has.
I have been.
Working out, taking vitamins. What is that?
Oh, yes. We've been sleeping in, working out, taking vitamins. It's something like that. Queen Herbie, fans sound off.
So anyway, that's how I feel. Which, okay, I'm ready. I'm waking up. I'm working on the vitamins. I'm working on it. But
we are working on it. I just got a job as a para. I'll be working at an elementary school, and I'm so excited to get to work with kids. I think it's something that I'll do really good at. And, like, I manifested that 100%. I manifested that.
Check it off the list. I've been, like, so ready and pumped. There goes that stomach doing what she do.
Oh, no!
I hope I don't get the hiccups. I think I fell. Anyways, I'm working on it. Like, I have made homemade, like, paper, manifestation paper, like, foraged for herbs. I'm drying them out, crushing them up. I'm putting so much work in.
Yes.
I'm excited. That is... Bitch, I'm excited.
Literally.
Like I said, I'm about to walk into some power. It's crazy. We're here for the ride.
We are here for the ride.
We did have a list of... Where's your...
Topics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have astrology, witchcraft. I have a note here. We'll never stop being students. I just love that because we'll always be students of life. I just love that. Any hoozles, burnout and recentering. I feel
yeah,
that is a good one. Because don't know about you guys, but I be getting burnt the fuck out. And like it's been abysmal for me. I've been just getting jobs, quitting jobs, getting jobs, quitting jobs. Like I just can't do anything. And I just feel like it's because I'm just so burnt out. But I feel like with this new job,
I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful. I'm so hopeful.
I think this is
like,
something...
I feel like this is going to get me into my groove. Like, it's going... Stella's about to get her groove back.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, stability.
That's one of the things we are
manifesting. Yes, manifesting. I am manifesting stability. And this job is that.
Definitely. And you know what? And I'm glad for you, because I feel like you are one of those people who, just like me, we have to have our brain, like, stimulated. And if it's not there, bitch, it ain't there.
Exactly.
So I see that for you. I see that for her.
I've just been working the most brain-dead, horrible jobs. But this will be different. This will be different.
Mm-hmm. Them kids gonna keep you on your toes.
Yes, they are. I'm excited, though.
Okay. And I love that for you. Because you do be getting excited about that, and you are great with kids. Even when you're here and you're dealing... That's so good, especially for somebody who doesn't have kids, because I have a whole bunch of kids, and I don't even like kids. Other people's kids. My kids I love, but... So I don't... That's going to be high energy for you, but you are a high energy person. I feel like you can tolerate that. I would get overstimulated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because... I mean, shit. That's a lot to take on.
A
lot of energy. I think that's what's going to be overwhelming, or what would be overwhelming for me.
Yes.
Is just the high energy of all the kids, and it's everywhere. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely, it will come with challenges, but
you like that though. You can deal. Like, I got my own life going on, and
yes.
Can't be having 30 other kids.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So true. Yeah. You already have a caravan.
That caravan, football team, baseball, basketball. We finna hit the Olympics with something. I don't smart talking. Maybe I bet they could do that.
Absolutely.
Either way.
So what are you manifesting?
Ooh, I'm manifesting a lot, but it's more so my top of the list current. What I'm thinking about is just improving and trusting and going with my higher self more, like strengthening that bond.
Yes. And
getting myself ready for, like I said, this power I'm about to walk into. It's about to be crazy. So I just want to, recenter, let some stuff go, and prepare space for the incoming, because it's coming, and I feel it, and I'm ready for the change. I'm always, let me just say, ready for anything.
Yes.
But I want to say I'm always like suspicious, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be like paranoid, even like, what am I supposed to be working on? What could I do better? And
you're always like doubting yourself.
No, not doubt, but just like
am
I checking off all the boxes
yourself?
that I don't want to say that. It's a little different. It's kind of like I want to stay on top of everything. So what can I be doing right now that is going to be working towards the end goal?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So like I always want to stay motivated, because once I start procrastinating, the procrastination gets real, and I'm coming out of a season of procrastination because I'm going through some things that I couldn't control. Not being able to go to the gym for 2 months really kind of, I need to burn off that energy. I need to be, and so when I say I'm about to walk into some power, I'm walking into a bunch of things, not just mentally, spiritually, and all of that, but physically as well. Mm-hmm. I feel like I need to move. It's time. Let's bust through.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, sitting here on my hands for 2 months, not being able to do anything.
Yeah.
And, like, one thing about the gym, not in my own way, like, sweating and releasing all of those endorphins and burning calories and all of those good things, but it's like a mental workout, too. Like, I'm clearing my mind. I'm getting some shit processed.
Absolutely. Yes, it's like a form of meditation.
Yeah, kind of, definitely, especially, I would say that too. And so, like, I'm physically working my body out, but I'm mentally flexing as well. And for me to be out of that habit that I have formed, it was hard for me because I was restless, but then also I feel like I got used to it because that became, it only takes 30 days to form a habit. And mind you, I had 60 days. So walking into the spirit of procrastination, I'm ready to shake that and I'm ready to get back up and walk back into me.
Yeah. Should we pause?
Yeah.
No! Did not.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, it's a very powerful moon to manifest during. So, it's time to get down and dirty. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. No, for real.
Do some work. Do some major manifesting. What is your favorite way to manifest?
Depends on what I'm manifesting.
Oh, tea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are some ways?
So, when... I can't be letting that one out. Anyway, so, some of my favorite ways to... It depends on what I'm manifesting. So, let's say with this house.
Yeah.
I manifested this house.
Yeah.
I would come here so often and, like, have lunch in, like, the driveway.
Oh.
You can claim dominance on something by peeing on it. You pee in the yard.
You pee in the yard?
You want the house, you pee in the yard.
Tea.
Okay. I would come do some, manifesting. Like, walk how many ever times around the property, declare this boy mine. So I got the house. Bomb. Also, David Derrick was my realtor, so he did come through in the clutch with that.
Love.
Also, the 369 method. Have you ever used it?
No.
Okay.
What is it?
So, you write down something 3 times, like before you go to bed or wake up or whatever it is. Then you write something down
something
and repeat it like
a manifest.
Yeah, something that you want 6 times and then 9 times and then so whatever. That's one way. It depends on if you're writing petitions, manifesting. If you are journaling, writing it out, your manifestations, but you not just have to manifest it like with writings and petitions and things like that. You got to get physical. You got to do the background work to it.
Yes.
So manifesting, you got to build up to it. What work is going to help you to build up to it and get your end goal?
Yes.
So it's not just all, razzle dazzle, hocus pocus. No, you got to put in some physical work too. So when I say I'm walking into this new power, that I'm going at that at a couple different angles. Like I said, I'm working on my inner self, working on my higher self, my spiritual self, and my physical self. So all of those different things is going along into manifesting my end goal, which, we're, like you said, never done learning, but we're also like never done working, or you should never not be working on yourself, I feel like, because there's always something to change or improve or fall back on, depending whatever the situation may be.
Yes.
However, I feel it so much of it, yes, is the mental game, especially like with health. It's that mental part in there. You have to get that together, but it's the physical too behind it. What can you do to help you bring your manifestation to fruition?
Yeah.
So you got to get your hands dirty too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it all just depends on what the manifestation is. What about you?
Something that I love to do is burn bay leaves.
Definitely.
I just write my manifestations on them. And I write things that I want to let go of, and I burn them. But yeah, writing on bay leaves, I just love it because it makes me feel extra little witchy.
Definitely. So when you are burning them, are you visualizing your manifestation?
Yes.
Or you just, okay.
Absolutely. You visualize that shit, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it will come true.
I love the crackle of a baby.
Oh,
I love, because I feel like that snap, crackle, and pop, I just know, like, it's working. It's already out there. Like, it's about to come through, you know? And that crinkle, and then that little razzle-dazzle of the pop, pop, pop. I love that, because it's like, it's already there.
It's already...
Got it.
You're so right.
I know. I just love that. That's what I love about baby leaves. Yes. But also what I loved, on the opposite end of, manifesting is the release. But when you burn something and the visualizations that you have, like, it becomes physical because you can just feel it leaving your body. Like, when you release that shit, let them fall back from it.
Yes.
You could just feel the weight just
drop off.
Yeah, because it ain't yours to carry anymore. Like, you're done, you know?
Yeah.
I love that. I definitely love the release. And so, right now, I mean, you got to make new or room for the new.
Yeah.
So, when I say I'm ready to walk in my power, I feel like, those, I don't know if it's claymation or what it is, but it's like a guy walking, and like as he's walking, he's getting like smaller, but it's kind of like the weight is like dropping off of him.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely feel like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel not just the physical weight, but like problems, whatever I am releasing and getting done with, old energies, baggage, obligations, like I'm walking out of that. And as I turn my back to walk, I can feel them just like falling off. You know what I mean? Because like I've picked up so much responsibility and other people's problems, and that shit ain't mine to carry. And it's holding me back because it's weighing me down, and I'm not about that anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can help you to address your problems. I want to speak life into you and help you to understand your problems or whatever's going on. Or I want to help you be your highest good because I'm trying to be in my highest. Yeah. So how can I help you to do that?
Yeah.
That is one thing, like, I am so excited and ready for, but other people aren't ready for that version of me, and that's too bad.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of saying no. That's a lot of, I see your ass calling and I know what you want, so I'll call you in 3 days when you settle and solve your problem, because it's not mine to take on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like I've avoided that for a long time because it made me feel selfish. Because it's like, if I can carry that weight, why wouldn't I? To help someone to not. But then that also enables.
Yeah.
And if I'm enabling you, I'm not necessarily helping you to be the best version of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, that's something that, like I said, I've turned my back and I'm walking away from. I'm walking into my power, and you can't walk into something backwards. Like, you can't walk into your greatest good backwards, I guess I would say. So,
gotta walk forwards.
Also, that's why rear view mirrors are smaller than windshields.
Yes.
So
true.
I can't be my best self if I'm constantly not working on myself because I'm trying to help solve small crimes other places.
Yeah.
I'm not Batman.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I'm retired. That seems like a lifetime
I'm not
ago.
in my superhero era. That's what it is.
Yes.
And if I gotta be the villain because I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho anymore, that's not my problem. That's yours,
Yeah.
I'm very much into that too, because I feel like I can unplug a lot more. I can enjoy the silence and pause.
Yeah, which you have to do. Yeah, absolutely.
I can enjoy that now. You're always on the go, solving and putting out fires.
Yep.
Yeah. There's not much left for yourself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I am proud to be able to help. I am proud to have so many people depend on me. So I mean, I don't regret it.
Yeah.
But I'm in the era where I've put out so much that there's nothing else to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more I need to be giving to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that also, with that being said, you have to cut dead weight. Like old dead friendships, I'm not watering that shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm not reaching out as much as I should, because why reach out when I could be going in, you know? And I feel like that. Like I catch myself sometimes, like if I'm seeking like people or communications or whatever, like, oh yeah, it would be fun, let me go make a plan with, you know, or see who's free to do whatever.
Yeah.
And when whatever may happen and become of it, yeah, those are good things sometimes. But I feel like, what am I lacking at, or what could I be doing better for myself than seeking out? Because I feel like when I'm seeking out, I need to be going inward and improving something rather than, I don't know. It doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt to, you know, work on friendships, because definitely friendships are work too.
Yes.
But I feel like it's important for me in this era right now to be working on myself and internalize and blossom inside myself so that I can shine out and be the sunshine that someone else needs.
Yeah.
Like a sunflower.
Yeah.
So those are my new thing, because it's been a couple years. I'm trying to get into sunflowers. It was my sister's favorite flower. My sister is no longer with us, so I celebrate her whichever way I can. So I try to put her in everything that I do. So every year my husband plants or tries, let me say that, tries to plant like a sunflower field. And so along the side of my house, I had so many sunflowers, and then a storm came through, knocked them down, and I was like, well, I could try to trellis them back up or stake them back up.
Yeah.
I would risk like breaking them more, but I know that sunflowers are going to always try to, I want to say face, but point at the sun.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, they'll find their way.
Yeah.
And some of them did, some of them didn't, but they, for the most part, stood back up.
Yeah.
So I feel as if, you know, in those dark times, like if the sun is not shining, then they say sunflowers face each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if the sun were out shining, the sunflower is always going to seek the sun.
Yeah.
So, and that happens too when you are a beam of light. You know, someone is always seeking you out for whatever reason it may be. And then on those cloudy days, we need to be seeking in, you know, casting that light back onto each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so it's important to me in those dark times to make sure I can shine my light to strengthen someone else. And I appreciate the, you know, the reciprocating of it or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the only sun out here shining.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
On cloudy days, like, point back, you know?
Yeah.
So I find that I don't want to just keep shining on everyone and then, you know, I'm not helping you to be your best constantly all the time, and it's just like it's taking.
Yeah, you have to water yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Or water back, you know?
Yeah.
Shine back, not water, but you know, shine back.
Yeah.
So I need to be shining on myself, like enjoying and stretching out for the sun and reaching for it. And if and when it comes to, I would like to be able to shine on someone else, but I'm not just going to constantly keep shining and have my back to the sun. Exactly. Because I'm trying to bring your ass up.
Oh, T. Yes.
So.
Yes. That's so sly. That is so sly.
What do you think? How can you relate that to your everyday life? Any of it?
Let's see here. Like, yeah, it's so true. Like, you have to take care of yourself.
Because it kind of went in with today's lesson,
It
which
did.
was, what was the message?
The message at my group that I went to, it was, we were reading about how, like, when we fall into wallowing and self-pitying and everything, like, it negatively impacts not only us but the people around us. And like, I am someone who gets depressed on the reg, and like, I just like need to remember that when I'm depressed, like, I can't just lay in bed and like wither away. Like, people are depending on me, people are counting on me, I have responsibilities and things that I have to do that like might not be fun, but they, you know, take care of me. Like, responsibilities are sometimes there to help you. Like,
For sure.
absolutely. Like,
For sure.
taking out the trash is a responsibility, but it like,
that can wait, like, but things like getting up and feeding your cat.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. It causes you to, it forces you to be responsible.
Yeah.
Say, like, with kids, you know, yeah, sure. You can lay in bed for an extra 30 minutes, but at the end of the day, you still want to get your ass up and go feed them kids breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, you can come back and lay down if you want, but you're still going to have to get up and, you know, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's so true.
And, and, like, those are things that help us. Like, getting up and feeding the cats helps me to feel better, you know?
Okay.
So, like, yeah. It's like, when you were saying earlier, like, it takes work to get a change. So it's like, if I want to change, then I have to do work, which sometimes might be shitty stuff like taking out the trash every day. But then the trash doesn't pile up in my apartment, and then it makes me feel better.
Yeah, and
you know
sometimes it's the small steps that count.
Yeah.
Especially when it just seems like, you know, it's too far away to even manage, like right now.
Yeah.
Those small things do add up.
Yeah.
Trying to button my button. Yeah, for sure. And I can appreciate that. You know, because sometimes, you know, like I said, it's hard to even stand up. It's hard to even. I don't know how to put this, but I've always been the person to where. So the best way to put it is just out there. So I understand that people have depression.
Okay? Yeah.
I understand that it gets to be too much for you to control yourself. Mm-hmm. And I get, like, some of those things. I can't say I completely get it because I don't. But I understand that it's more than I can understand, and I admit that. I understand and agree, like, it's beyond me. Like, I don't understand it completely because I'm in denial of it. Not denial that it exists, because I know very much it's a real thing.
Yes. People have it.
People suffer. But I was in denial of it for myself. Like, I'm not going to allow myself to get depressed. Like, that's not a thing for me. Mm-hmm. It could be a thing for, you know, in real life. It could be a thing for other people, but I'm not going to allow myself to get depressed. And a lot of that came from not wanting to be like something. So I knew, like, my mom had struggles with whatever it was, or you would see, like, anyone suffering or whatever. Maybe it was, like, a good example of depression, or it wasn't. I just didn't want to allow myself to get in a place where I felt like that.
Yeah. And
to me, I was, like, always like, nope, you have to be stronger than that. You can't. And I don't want to call it, and I'm still kind of in denial when I say, like, it's a real thing for other people, but not for myself. When what I feel, I'm gonna not claim depression on it, because from what I understand, some symptoms are like, you know, the withdrawal and the not having pleasure out of life, the way or something the way you used to, or the lack of wanting to do things or have interest in things. It gets deeper than that, because just the fucking ability to get out of bed becomes too much.
Yeah.
Like, I see it. I know people who suffer with it, and I can understand in that moment how they feel. So does that mean that I know what depression is like? I don't know. So I don't claim to know it. However, I understand it and I respect it. But I also think that with my denial of it means that I can't allow myself to fall under, is what I'm afraid of. Like, I don't want to get like that. Yeah. I don't want to have to suffer. I don't want to have to deal like that. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to have to, I don't want to say fight that battle. But like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But that could mean so many things on so many different levels, and that just because I'm in denial of it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Or is it, you know?
Yeah.
I would like to call it grief, because I call it grief. I'm still very much grieving, because it hits a little different, and it sneaks up, and I'm sure depression can do the same thing. I just don't know enough about it to speak on it. Mm-hmm. But the feelings that I very much feel and suffer from, I think, are grieving still. It can come and go with a memory, sound, or anything, you know, a smell. Anything could remind me of her or something that we did or whatever it may be, and then I'm in that mood. Then that gray cloud comes back, and then I don't allow it to sit with me too long. Like, I will sit with it, and I will feel it for that moment, but I want it to pass, and I give it its time. I respect and honor that memory, but I have to keep moving forward. So, is that depression? I don't know, but I think it's more grieving. It's only mainly centered around her and the loss of, or the thought of. So I think very much like it's centralized. So I can't just generally say that I have these feelings every other day or twice a month or whatever, and I don't know. Usually when people have the depression, sometimes it alleviates better times than other times, you know what I mean? Sometimes that shit is just hitting you so hard that you can't stand up and you need someone to hold you up. Yeah. And so that's what I understand about it.
Yeah.
I definitely think that what I got going on is grief instead of depression, because it just seems different. What do you think? You think it's
it's giving grief to me.
It's giving grief?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But it's important to like feel it, absolutely. Like, you can't hide from it forever, I guess. Like,
that's why I let that shit sit with me, and I feel it in that moment.
Yeah.
And I allow it to pass, because I feel like if you don't allow it to pass, it can consume you.
That is true. That is true. You don't want to allow it to consume you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like they say, the spirit of, what do they call that shit? Procrastination. Like, it's a spirit that sits over you. Whatever. Sometimes I can feel like that. But then, you know, they say depression and anxiety, those are, you know, spirits that can sit over you.
Yeah.
And like manifest over you. I think grief is probably a similar one, if that is a thing.
Absolutely.
I do believe that spirits can, not just in general, like, ghost spirit can haunt over people. I think spirits of
like feelings almost,
or whatever.
Feelings,
kind of like on that
I know
cartoon
exactly
Soul,
what you mean.
how they're walking in the hour, or whatever the fuck that was, and like the one souls are like slumped over, and then others are me.
Yeah.
I definitely think that those things like that exist, and they are manifesting over people or influencing people. Or I don't believe that all mental illness is a mental illness. I do believe in possession.
Oh, okay.
So not just like demonic possession, but like the possession of a spirit can be looming over you.
Yeah.
I believe that with all kind of illnesses, cancers and things like that. I think it can be on a spiritual level as well as on physical or mental level.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
It's that's tea.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That's
Also, like the spirit of drunkenness or whatever, that can fall over you. And they say that once you loosen and lower your vibration, you are at an easier target to be possessed over something with like the spirit of drunkenness.
Yes.
Or even it gets deeper than that because alcohol is the whole spirit of itself and you're taking that shit in, right?
Yeah.
So it takes control over you and you are no longer it. You are no longer in. I'm a control freak. So I have problems with giving anything control over me.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, another form of denial with the depression. And that's why I also, even though grieving, like the spirit of grieving, I can definitely tell. But like I said, I allow it to feel, pass that shit on because it can't rain all the time. You can't be sad about it all the time. And the more time that passes, I don't want to say it gets easier, but it gets, I don't know, more numb.
Yeah.
To it. It doesn't hurt as bad. It doesn't sting as long.
Yeah.
You're able to move forward a
Yeah.
little faster.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and more times, you're starting to smile more than cry. And I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Any win I'm going to take.
Yes.
Definitely.
Same.
Sorry
Absolutely
to take up all
same.
that time. With
No, my God, don't be.
It does help to talk about it.
Yeah, good.
It helps to talk about
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Like, honestly, like, to talk about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, but you know what? Talking your problem out is like, what do they say? It's like 70% of the problem. You have to like listen to yourself. And to be honest too, bitch, you could be analyzing that shit and seeing it from different perspectives, talking it out, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly.
We're here for it.
We're here for it.
So, what else? Explain your version or something that you go through with depression.
Oh, golly. Okay, so depression for me, she does sneak up. She sneaks up sometimes. Like, I'll just be doing fine, and then Miss Depression comes, knocking with her evil talons.
Ooh.
I feel like she just has long, black acrylics.
Oh, okay.
That's what Miss Depression has.
Okay.
And she sinks them into me. And then I just get depression so bad sometimes where I just can't get out of bed.
Okay.
Like, all I can do is sleep, honestly, and then when I'm awake, it's like I'm just staring into nothing. And it's like, just like, oh, it's just horrible. It is like a horrible, like, just weight on your chest. You can just feel it.
I was gonna say it has a feeling the way
Yes.
you're like passionate about it. It has definitely has a feeling to you.
Yeah.
Do you feel it coming on, or does it like creep up on you more times than not?
I feel like it kind of creeps up sometimes. Like, sometimes I guess I know when I'm starting to feel a little sad, but like a lot of times I won't even notice that I'm like doing that until I'm like, oh, I've slept all day long. Okay. Like, that is not just normal. Like, that's a depression moment, you know? So, I don't know. But it do be creeping.
For real.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm glad like the stigma of mental health is like alleviating some and it's more out in the open. People are being more tolerant and accepting and even understanding about it.
Yes.
I wish that was more so like where men can feel comfortable like talking in a space of it, looking into it or understand like, hey, something's up. Do I feel like this? Is this a real thing? Can anybody feel like this? Am I alone? Because I also feel like with mental struggles becomes like a very lonely place.
Absolutely.
Especially when you don't have anyone to relate to or people mask things a lot. And so you don't even know, like, you know, your best friend could be suffering from something, your spouse, anything, like your kids, you know,
yeah. Anyone could be.
You know, and I know that, you know, it was a big thing, like men aren't supposed to express their feelings. And I just read someone's post on Facebook, and it was like the saddest shit, because it was like, you know, men don't get to talk about our feelings. We gotta, you know, thug it out, and that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being so strong and never letting like that tough exterior to me crumble at all. And I feel like I wish we didn't have to wear that armor all the time. Like, well, shit, you know, I don't want to have to be tough all the time. Like, I want to, you know, I don't want to say I want to fall down too, but I want to feel, you know, I don't want to have to push that shit away and be like tough. No, I want to process that shit the correct way so that I don't have to keep fucking toughening my skin, because who the fuck wants to keep having to live like that? You shouldn't have to live like that.
No.
And so it is normal for men to have these feelings, and it is normal for men to cry and process that shit, because you bottle that shit up and you blow up on the wrong fucking person, and they didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Or you're holding that shit in and it's eating at you and you're dissolving away and you don't deserve that.
Yeah.
All of those things. And so, you know, that post really made me sad, because I'm like, damn, you know, we're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No matter how tough we are human, and we go through some shit, and we are allowed to, like, be softer on ourselves or give ourselves some slack. Like, damn, you know, I'm going through it right now. Like, and that's normal. Like, not just have to suck that shit up and keep pushing, because that weight doesn't have to be so heavy all the time.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
Yeah.
So, back to manifesting and letting that shit go, because, you know, we are releasing as well. Want to release some things? Alright, when we come back, we will be releasing some of our baggage that we are carrying and no longer pulling forward with us.
Absolutely. We are going to release some things.
So, as Megan said earlier, she likes to use bay leaves. I do too. And so I got us some bay leaves so we can start releasing.
Love. So
that marker's gonna work.
We will see. Let's see. Are we supposed to say these out loud?
We can.
Well, something I'm always releasing is my battle with addiction.
Alright.
Like,
that's a good one.
Because she be a nightmare to deal with, and so I always am trying to release the grip it has on me.
The spirit of addiction. Let's burn it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Put it in here?
Yep.
Didn't even burn all the way up.
Burn it again. I'm burning my anger.
Ooh.
That boy was gone.
Ooh. See, addiction.
She got a hold on you, bitch, but you can beat that.
She got a big hold on me. Doesn't even want to burn.
That's because it needs more work at it.
Wow. Wow. That was crazy.
You got this, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Am I releasing anything else? I don't know.
You got any bad habits you want to get rid of? So, when you make a wish, say like a birthday wish, and they say, if you tell that wish it won't come true, you think that's a thing?
I don't know. I kind of like that idea. I think it's just kind of cute.
Okay.
But is it real? I don't know. What do you think?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so here's an argument, a spiritual argument, if you put it that way.
Okay.
So, it is said, and I'm not exactly sure, I'm no damn philosopher to the Bible, read, all of this or that, or, some kind of religious intellect or whatever. No, listen, so here goes the thing. It is said that what is it said? That demons can hear your conversations, or it's not necessarily that someone is a soothsayer or whatever. It's some entity listening in on your heart's desires and this and that, and then I don't believe in that at all. I do believe in interference with certain things.
Yeah.
Like, be that spiritual or be it physical here in the world. You got to hate an asshole that heard what you got going on and tries to mingle in it and, do some malice. No. So on that aspect, I do believe that if you speak it aloud, it could be interfered with. Like, they say, manifest and do all that shit on the back burner quietly, out of sight's eye.
Oh.
And then bounce back with it and show off what you did. Like, hey, in secret, well, yeah, that is a thing. I can understand that. But I also believe in speaking your wish aloud and helping it to manifest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I guess it just kind of depends on the situation. Like, I've wished upon a star before, or stars, let's say that.
Yeah.
I want to say a week ago, I seen a shooting star.
Oh, I love it.
And I did make a wish. And sometimes I feel like your heart's desire can carry that wish further than your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So I do say wishes with my heart as well. But yeah, I do believe in spiritual forces working against what you got going on.
Yeah.
But I also believe in hating ass whatever or whoever interfering with what you got going on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Make another wish.
Love.
Thank you for sitting with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Should we do an outro or something?
If you want. What are we gonna say, bitch? Over and out? I don't know. I don't know how we end this.
I know.
Thank you for sitting with us, and we will be back hopefully before the next full moon.
Absolutely.
Thank you for lounging with Libras.
Yes, thank you. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.